Okay, all right. But do you believe, just make this short before we go back to
Yes.
online gambling, do you believe the vice president should explain, or were you at least curious with what has come out in the House hearings of names that were in the receipts, like Mary Grace Piatos, names of fruits? People, didn't you think as a senator that there were possibilities of corruption in that whole process of
Karen, as former Senate president, we had access. They always give the president, they always give the Speaker of the House and Senate president access to all these confidential funds. So much so that I opened it up to Senator Risa and Senator Coco and to my colleagues who wanted to see all these documents. Because pumuputok na yan na wala pang away, wala pang gulo yung Marcos Duterte, wala pang away. But Senator Coco wanted to see this. We opened it up, we looked at it. According to the intelligence community, according to people who are actually using confidential funds, they never put the names. They never put the actual names because of the idea that it's confidential. Right. So they never put the actual names. Now, what the prosecutors have to tie in is, number one, are these actual recipients? And if the vice president can actually show a list of the actual recipients. And number two, did she benefit from the funds? They have to prove that she pocketed the funds, Karen. Now, in the absence of that, I'm keeping an open mind. So my point being is, we just have to study and continue with the process and look at the evidence at hand. But my point being is, why just single out her? Let's get rid of the fund for everybody else. Because maybe we should look into this deeper. Maybe the ombudsman should look into this deeper, not only to the vice president, to the president, but also to everyone else who has confidential funds from Apari to Holo in all the local government units, Karen. I know them saying this. I might be ostracized by and vilified by my friends in the local government units, but it's true. They have confidential funds in many, if not most, local government units all across the country. So maybe we should look into reforming that use of that fund.
Okay. All right. So as we close, let us now go back to the bill you filed for a total ban on online gambling. You filed the bill. What happens now? I mean,
we'll push for it, Karen.
Yeah.
I think I have the support of my colleagues.
Yeah, go on.
We'll push for this in the Senate. We have counterparts in the House of Representatives. Yeah. Many congressmen have filed also measures similar to this. Now, we have to really make sure that we take this out to the public, let the public know. I'm trying to seek support from the public on this, Karen. As I said, it's a very difficult fight. We're going to be fighting oligarchs. We're going to be fighting billionaires. Even politicians, because some politicians own some of these platforms. And it's going to be a tough fight. But I'm doing this for my kids, Karen. I'm doing this for your children and my children. I want them to come up or grow up in a society that is free from the scourge of all this addiction, drugs, gambling, easy gambling. We are just now looking for the quick fix. Every time you want to make money, pusta na lang tayo, baka manalo tayo. And that is what we're trying to change. The Philippines, I love our country, Karen, and I'm really so frustrated. Why can't we increase our number of tourists? Why can't we make our flights cheaper to Siargao? Why is it more expensive than going to Taiwan or to Hong Kong? There's so much frustration. Dadagdagan mo pa ng scourge ng gambling. And everybody, imagine you have 20% of the population playing on their phones, gambling every day, losing their hard-earned income. It will drop our consumer spending. It will drop our economy. Trust me, Karen, if we do not control this now, it will drop our economy, because our economy is surviving through OFW funding and through consumer spending.
Consumerism, yeah. So actually, that's the interesting part about what you said, is I wonder if there's already a study linking less domestic spending, right, for families, the normal that was spent, because they're spending it on online gambling. But to close, Randy David wrote this opinion article, and I think it's quite interesting, saying this is clearly no longer about gambling. It's about what kind of future we are being conditioned to accept and who profits from our distractions. It's about the ethical ecosystem of our increasingly digital economy, what we choose to promote, what we choose to flourish, and what we turn a blind eye to. So in the end, I really ask you, do you think President Marcos Jr. would have the political will to ban this? That's really the question here.
Yes, I totally agree with you. But if he does, I salute him. If he does, I salute him. He's looking at the future of our country, the future of our children. Imagine we're tackling the problem with education. Yesterday, you had Senator Angara with you. Imagine the lack of classrooms and the difficulty of getting the lesson plan to our children. And now you have a problem of gambling, where they're going to be gambling every day. They might no longer go to school. That is the future of the Philippines that I'm worried that might happen to us, Karen. So if the president steps up and says, let's make a honest-to-goodness study if we should ban online gambling for the future of our children. He mentions that in the State of the Nation address. I'll be the happiest camper ever. I will stand up and give him a standing ovation, and I will be so happy to oblige and do the hearings for our bill to finally rid ourselves of this scourge of accessible online gambling that is being played by our adolescents, by young teenagers, all the way to grandparents who no longer have disposable income to spend on their families.
All right. On that note, thank you very much for joining me today, Senator Migs Zubiri. Thank you, sir.
It's always a pleasure to be with you, Karen. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Never miss a story. Unlock exclusive access to uninterrupted streaming and premium news content. Subscribe to ANC 24/7 on YouTube and join ANC Prestige today.